the loudspeaker spoke up and said,
Greetings from just off Orwell Lane. Recently came across the announcement from DC Black Label regarding the release of the new Batman Reptilian 6-issue series. This new offering from the pen of writer Garth Ennis and artist Liam Sharp is being heralded as an introduction of R-rated Batman and presenting a new villain to the Rogues Gallery. It is described by the official synopsis as Gotham City is filled with murderous creatures who stalk the shadows, foul villains with murderous impulses who strike fear into the hearts of every man, woman, and child in the city. But what strikes fear into the hearts of those who terrorize the city? It used to be Batman, but something far more frightening than a mere man has begun stalking the shadows, and it's after Gotham's villains. How savage must a monster be to haunt the dream of monsters? Call me old-fashioned, but I recall those halcyon days of promotional pieces for upcoming comic books that were well written, or at the very least, read over once by someone other than the mailroom intern. If DC Black Label is trying to entice me, an adult, their targeted market for this new take on an R-rated Batman, perhaps they should let editorial have at a minimum given their official synopsis a once-over. The repeated use of murderous in the first line and monster in the last doesn't suggest tremendous faith in my cold black consumer heart that this is going to be anything other than another middling offering from a dying industry, especially from an imprint that has been hit or miss such as DC Black Label. Scrolling through the art of some of the previewed unlettered pages, Liam Sharp's art here seems to complement the tone that they have outlined within the synopsis, and with Ennis at the helm of the script, I'm sure it's going to delve into the mood described as well. But those of us here on the farm think all of this sounds very similar, at least in atmosphere, to another R-rated offering that DC Black Label published. In that case, it was almost 2.5 years ago with Batman Damned, which is appropriate, I suppose, since Sharp's previewed art here seems to take a lot of the tone from those pieces, at least in my opinion. Damned, of course, started the entire controversy around the Batawang, and that led to a delay in the rest of the series publication and a general amount of massive hand-wringing online, which is not to mention of anything starting the Black Label branding off on a terrible first step. So what are your thoughts out there on this? Is this a second attempt to draw Batman into a more adult-oriented realm, minus the Wang, or just another Elseworld story that DC Black Label seems content to churn out? Let me know. I am Aldous on the farm. Thanks for watching.